Hello, this video is aimed at giving parents a flavour of my youth programmes, and I've done a different video for the teenagers themselves, and you can show them that too. I've been running Wolfpack since 2017. There's now one for boys and a separate one for girls, and it's for the years 9 to 11 age group, so that's 13 to 15 years old. And I also do another one called Call to Adventure, which is a slightly scaled down version of Wolfpack, appropriate for boys aged 12 or 13, that's years 7 and 8. Now, these are powerful experiences for teenagers because they play out with the same group of people on multi-day and night events with 4 trips altogether from May to October, all of it outdoors in Sussex Woodland and on hiking expeditions in Dartmoor in Devon and in the Peak District in Yorkshire. That's 13 days and 9 nights altogether for Wolfpack. And these shared experiences, they build on each other and they allow good friendships to form and give them time to deepen. And they also allow skills to take root through their success and failure of use in real rather than abstract situations. There is a lot of learning, but it's the sort that comes naturally through the environments that we're in and through the activities that we're doing, which are, by their nature are pretty challenging sometimes. Sun, rain, wind, steep hills and darkness are all excellent teachers. Carrying a heavy load over a decent distance and then spending the night wild camping, or staying up through the night tending a ritual fire, it all demands hard and soft skills that are picked up because they're being put to use, not because someone's just decided to teach them. Now, this brings a feeling of competence when it's done in this way, which is very important for a teenager. It leads to confidence and self-reliance and a feeling of independence and some courage, and that feels good. The break from the demands and the routines and sometimes the stress of everyday life and civilization in general is often very refreshing for them, they tell me. There are no phones, we have no use for their distractions, and that's often very appreciated too. And for some at the beginning it sounds like a big ask, but they get over it very quickly. The experience is often very different to what they expected it would be. I think that might be because children are often put in adult-led, structured, institutional environments, and maybe they think that's all there is. But this is no classroom atmosphere. They get to exercise freedom within clear, safe boundaries, of course, but plenty of it. There's risk and challenge, and there's relaxation and time for mucking around too. Both are vital. Time outdoors is an important offset to this structure and the tight focus and the predictability that often characterises indoor time. You can find out more about any of these programmes by checking out the FAQs, testimonials and links to other information here on this page. And have a look at the messages written by the Wolfpack girls to any teenager considering Wolfpack or any programme. These are very valuable first-hand insights. And parents, you'll see there's a parent reference section, and if you want to do some character referencing, some background checks on me, that would be entirely appropriate because we're talking about events where your son or daughter would be away several times overnight. So with that in mind, get in contact with me. To go for something like this, it's really important to get to know me and ask any questions and build some trust. I'm very aware of that. I always meet or Zoom with any teenager who's interested in doing the programme so that they can do the same. And then they're in a position to make the decision and the commitment to do it or not to do it. It has to come from them. And please know that there are bursary places available to make these quite chunky programmes as accessible as possible, so do talk to me about that if that applies. And it's well worth joining my mailing list to keep you updated. It won't be too often. You can do that at the bottom of the page. So check it out, get in touch, and hopefully I'll speak to you soon.